parties early this morning. Um, my understanding on this case is that after speaking with Attorney Gordon, um, he is wishing to have a contested hearing. And due to the nature of this case, I did submit a witness list to the parties with all the evidence on July 31st. And at that point in time, the division was asking for a special set date. I believe at the last hearing, the court put this case on the calendar for today, hoping that we would be able to resolve some of the issues. And Attorney Gordon has definitely tried all the parties have tried to come to some type of resolution, but we are unable to do so. Um, in addition, I did attempt service on the father in Savannah. However, I did not receive the certified mail back. So one of the issues I have today is whether or not the father is willing to accept service for today's hearing. In addition, I do have.
When you say service for today's hearing, I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I'm trying to understand.
So in regards to service, Mr. Kelly, I believe Mr. Gordon would have to speak with you in regards to that. But I just wanted to know on behalf of the father whether or not Mr. Gordon would be able to accept service. And I'm not sure if he's been able to have that conversation with his client. In regards to the witness list, Your Honor, I do have 5 witnesses. 1 is the mother, 2 is Dr. Richard Schuster.
Well, before we go, Ms. Collins, before we go into any more great detail, because this is a calendar call, let me just say, are y'all trying to reset? Because if you want to reset, if nobody's ready to go forward, I'll just get the reset date and we can kind of move on. Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what is necessary, or are y'all ready to proceed today?
Your Honor, on behalf of the division, I am not ready to proceed forward on this case today with the extensive list of the witnesses that would need to testify.
All right. Aaron, yes, Mr.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, I'm ready to proceed, but if in fact the court is entertaining a continuance, the Coral came into care on or about May 14, 2020. My client has not had an opportunity to obtain supervised visitation, so we would just like the court to consider that issue today, allowing my client to at least have visitation with Coral.
Well, what is the issue? What is the underlying issue that brought the child into care? Ms. Collins.
Your Honor, we allege in the petition that the father has mental health issues or needs, that it was we saw there is information to believe that the father was on Facebook massaging the child.
Okay, all right, that's sufficient. We're going to just go ahead and reset. And you guys, what we're going to do, the issue now, Mr. Gordon, is you want to know whether they can set up some type of visitation. Where's your client? Is in what? Is he here local, or you said he's in another state?
No, Your Honor, he's in right now. He's in Henry County in McDonough, Georgia. Staying with family friends.
Okay, he's okay.
So
today.
Okay.
Yeah, Ms. Bernadette.
Yeah, this is a child advocate. Your Honor, at this time, I think at the last hearing, he was requesting visitation, and we were asking that it be therapeutically driven. My client is in therapy at this time. It is my understanding that visitation, the child is not wanting visitation at this time.
Okay, so Ms. Bernadette.
No, the child doesn't want visitation at this time.
So I can get you guys. First of all, we're going to reset it. Second, based on the allegation alone, it's going to have to be therapeutic. So I'm not setting any visitation until a therapist will tell us it's appropriate. And then I perhaps hear more on the case. So at this time, Ms. Aaron, do we have an open Tuesday? Let me ask you this, Ms. Collins, would everybody be available on a Tuesday or just on a Thursday to hear this case?
It wouldn't matter to the division if it's a Tuesday or Thursday, Your Honor. I just need to make sure that all the witnesses are available for that day.
Well, when we set it out, witnesses got to be ready for the date. We can't.
I understand. What I'm saying is, it doesn't at this point in time. It doesn't. There's no preference as to a Tuesday or a Thursday.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure about that.
What month?
Excuse me.
What month?
Okay, that's no. Well, how much time out? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What are we doing? Probably.
Your
what,
Honor,
2 weeks?
we can do 2 weeks. It doesn't have to be
Yes.
that long. It would just be
Okay.
enough time to just make sure that everybody is on the call for a Tuesday hearing.
Well, yeah, we
or
need 2 weeks
Thursday.
for Tuesday or Thursday, Aaron. That's open. Preferably a Tuesday if you guys got one open. If not, we'll do it Thursday.
The nearest Tuesday is September 29th.
September
Yeah,
29th?
give me a Thursday, then 2 weeks out.
September 10th.
Okay, September 10th, everyone, 9:00 a.m. Mr. Rashad Kelly.
Yes, ma'am.
Your next court date is September 10th at 9:00
Okay.
a.m.
Mr. Judge.
So are you asking for accepting of service for this adjudicatory hearing, Ms. Collins?
Yes, Your Honor, because we believe that the father was in Savannah, so this is the first time that I have been made aware that he's now in Henry County.
Okay, very good. Mr. Gordon, your client is on the call. Are you willing to accept the petition on his behalf?
Your Honor, I would like for him to state that on the record, whether or not if he's willing to accept service, because he hasn't made it clear to me.
Mr. Kelly.
Well, yes, ma'am. What does accept service mean? I'm
Mr.
still
Mr.
having.
Kelly.
Yes.
Okay. Your next court date is September 10th.
September
I want to make
10th.
sure you get a copy of the petition.
Okay.
Are you willing for us to give the copy of the petition to your attorney so that you can receive it?
Yes, I would like the petition to send to my attorney so I can receive it.
Is he still on?
His name is present on the call, Your Honor, but it's muted.
Okay, Mr. Kelly, you need to unmute.
I'm muted. Oh, the host muted me. I'm muted by the. Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody muted me. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
What
Mr.
does
Kelly,
the
did you understand?
what does accept service mean?
That means you get a copy of the petition that has been filed in this case as to the facts surrounding why the child was removed from the custody of the parents.
Yes, I want to discuss that badly because her mother was kidnapped.
Okay, sir, listen to me.
Yes,
now,
I'm sorry.
You're gonna have to listen. My question to you right now: we got to get a copy of that in your hands.
Okay, good.
Are you willing for us to give it to your attorney so he can get it to you?
100%, I am. Yes.
Okay, very good. Then we're going to give it to your attorney so he can make sure you get it. And also, Mr. Kelly, September 10th will be the actual full hearing for you to be able to have an opportunity to speak on this case. But before that time, you and your attorney must get together to discuss fully your case and be prepared on September 10th. Because at this point, everything is now completed today on your case. And I am dismissing everyone who is here on the Coral Kelly case. You are now dismissed from these hearings. You are to report back to these hearings and to court on September 10th at 9:00 a.m. and be ready for trial. Mr. Gordon will be receiving service on behalf of his client, Rashad Kelly. And Mr. Kelly, again, you make sure you and your attorney have gotten together and be prepared to go forward. Okay, sir?
Okay, well, so this is it for today. Thank you.
Yes, sir. This is it for today. So thank you so much for calling in, and we'll see you on September 10th.
Is there any way to talk to you directly?
Oh no, that's against all rules, regulations, and I can get thrown off the bench for that, Mr. Kelly.
Okay, thank you.
That can't happen.
Okay.
But trust me, your attorney, Mr. Gordon, he is an expert in this field. So you got a very good attorney, sir.
Okay.
Okay, but you will have a chance at trial if you and your attorney decide that you need to speak in court. Y'all will have a chance at September 10th.
September 10th. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir, for calling. All right, everyone on the Carol Kelly case, please leave the court hearing at this time. Thank you. Let's move on to the second case.
Your Honor, position 2 and 3 on the calendar is the Tamaria Mose.
So I did my Zoom meeting and my court hearing on Linux. I couldn't record at the Zoom meeting because the laptop camera was being used by Cheese. So I'm scared, man. I'm just scared. Maybe I can channel Someone to talk to me. 'Cause I'm scared.